Yo, what's going on, y'all? This is Marcus Rosa, aka Mazuma TV, back at y'all with some more boxing talk, man. I hope everybody's having a blessed, beautiful, positive, productive night. I hope you had a great day overall, man. I'm back at y'all with some more boxing talk. We're going to be speaking about the Twitter Olympics continuing between Shakur Stevenson, Gervonta Davis, Devin Haney, and Richardson Hitchins. And they're both looking to go for gold when it comes to the back and forth talk on social media, saying they're going to do this, saying they're going to do that. And at this point, man, I'm about to just bring a totally different perspective to the table, man. I ain't going to lie. As a boxing fan, I'm getting fed up. As a person, I'm extremely fatigued from the bullshit. Then, of course, we're going to be speaking about the fight, an actual fight that's going to be coming to us soon this Saturday, June 27th. We're going to be speaking about Jaron Ennis versus Xander Zayas. We're going to be getting into Xander Zayas' latest interview with Ariel Helwani and me having just a unique take on that whole interview as well. Then we're going to get into some open boxing topics. But before we get into all of that, if y'all could please hit the like button on the way in, that'd be very much appreciated. We on the road to 4K. We won it to the 3,500 mark. Looking to crack that 3,600 mark in due time. Shout out to the nation and the mob for making this possible. What's going on? What's going on? Y'all already see there's a few people in the building. Y'all just go ahead and hit the likes. Let's get this show on the road. I don't want to take up too much of your time. I just wanted to speak on this because I do feel like this is something that I need to say. You know what I'm saying? Because at this point, bro, it's getting absolutely ridiculous. I'm fed up. And I just feel like this shit just needs to be said at the end of the day, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to the boy Sean Terrence. What up? Sing, what up? I don't know how to pronounce that. Zembiev. Salute, brother. Za, what up? Coffee Plant. SOB TV, what up? Shout out to my brother Sean Terrence, showing love as always. Go 787, what up? Marissa. Chris Maldonado. The baby Millennia, what's up, baby? Tricks, what up? What's going on? What's going on, man? How we feeling, man? How we feeling? How we feeling? Bless everyone in y'all families. Absolutely. Can we get an amen? Can we get an amen? Absolutely. I'm feeling good, having no complaints. You know what I'm saying? Had a good day today. I ain't gonna lie, I really wasn't feeling work today, man. But I was able, I spent Father's Day with my son. You know what I mean? Happy Father's Day to all the active fathers out there. I was able to spend the whole day with him. I dropped him off this morning. Went to work. That shit dragged. I ain't gonna lie to you, but I went to the gym, had some good work at the gym. It was pouring like a motherfucker in Philly, man. That shit was bad. I started to get concerned a little bit. There was some floods all around the city as well. But we all good, man. You know what I mean? We appreciative. We thankful. You know what I mean? Some places don't get rain. You feel me? So, you know what I mean? We blessed regardless. Then I came to the crib, took care of some shit. And now I'm here chopping it up with y'all. What's up? What's up? Marissa said, I cop my boots and DJ merch. Man, Marissa's one of the coldest boxer fans in the world. Fuck the YouTube community in the world. There ain't nobody that you're going to find that supportive as Marissa. Marissa's a real one. She a soldier. She realer than a lot of y'all, to keep it real. Not the nation, but you know what I'm talking about. I would never disrespect the nation like that. But she a realer boxer fan than 98% of these people that be on this internet, man. Marissa really a real one. Zah said Boots hiding in Philly, but he from Philly. Yeah, I seen that interview from Xander, man. I just think that Xander looking for something to talk about at this point. I think that, he just, I think that Xander thinks a lot. You know what I mean? I think he thinks a lot, and I think he be in his head about a lot of shit. And I think that he tries to like just go over things that he feels like he could say that could be interpreted as cool, or, I think he tries to create like angles, you know what I mean? Not only inside the ring, but outside of the ring. And he tries to find things to, say that will put Boots in a negative light. But all I gotta say is this, man. It's too late. It's too late, brother. You can say whatever you want at this point. Your training camp is done. Boots' training camp is done. You're well prepared. He's well prepared. You know what I mean? The fight sold a whole lot of tickets. They said there's going to be 16,000 people in the arena, at the Barclays Center. So, the tickets are sold. Ain't really much that you could really do or say to really throw a motherfucker off they square at this point. Y'all done had plenty of time to prepare. Both of y'all look like y'all in pretty good shape. But I did notice something about Xander, and I'm going to speak on it. Is there anything that anybody noticed? Because this might be like a little subtle thing, and maybe it's because of my experience in the sport of boxing that I'm picking up on it, and a lot of people aren't. Because when I was speaking on it, one of my homies was like, "Man, you just taught me something new. You just told me something new. I didn't even know that." But when you've actually had to cut weight, whether it was voluntarily, involuntarily, because unfortunately I've taken part in both, you notice certain things. You feel what I'm saying? And one of the things that I noticed and what I'm really good at picking up on is when a fighter is dehydrated. And it's only Monday. You know what I mean? You still got all the Tuesday, all the Wednesday, all the Thursday, and a good portion of Friday to, get that weight down. And Xander Zayas is already in the weight cutting process. You could already tell. And one of the things I noticed from the very beginning of the interview is how the way his voice sounded. Now, if y'all didn't pick up on it, just just listen to a little bit of the first couple questions that he answered. And you could tell he has like a thick saliva, like mucus build up in the throat. You feel what I'm saying? Pause. You feel what I'm saying? For all my, New York niggas and the pause gang and all that, bro. Just I'm being dead serious right now. You know what I mean? When somebody's dehydrated or in the process of cutting weight, they develop like this type of like a thickened voice. You feel what I'm saying? So that was something that I noticed while he was talking. It seemed like his saliva, in his throat was like you could hear it as he was talking. You know what I'm saying? Y'all talking about pause there. I already did, nigga. So the fact that you dragging it just means that gay shit is just really hard to get up out your mind. You feel what I mean? And your name Cheeto Puffy. So any nigga who calls himself Puffy is out of pocket. You feel what I'm saying? What's up with y'all niggas and Cheetos? Like, what's going on? Is that like code word for something? I know it's Pride Month and shit. Is Cheetos code word for something? Why the fuck we got a nigga named Zah like Cheetos in the building? Then you got a nigga called Cheeto Puffy. I don't know what's up with y'all niggas. I don't know what that shit code word for. If anybody would like to elaborate on what the fuck that came from, please let me know. But ain't no nigga named Cheeto Puffy about to be telling me to pause anything, nigga, when your username is a pause. Can you imagine a girl asking you that? What's your username? What's your username so I can follow you? Cheeto Puffy. I'm like, man, what the fuck? This nigga, what's up with you, nigga? How you even sound saying that that's your name? But whatever. One thing I noticed, man, from Xander's eyes, you can see his face sunken in a little bit, but it looks like he's still in the beginning stages. But regardless, Xander's eyes got like that, anybody that ever been dehydrated, you know what I mean? Y'all know that hawk spit that y'all get, and it, what I mean? Y'all try to spit, but the saliva is so thick that it's a little bit difficult for you to spit that shit out because it's just such a thick type of saliva. You could hear that shit while he's talking. You know what I'm saying? That thick saliva build up in the throat, that's a key indication that somebody is, a bit dehydrated at that point. But that's something that I noticed. You know what I'm saying? Am I surprised by that? Absolutely not. I've heard plenty of fighters sound like that. Not only that, but there was a couple moments throughout the interview where Xander's voice was going out as well. Kind of like when Earl Spence talks and, like his voice crack and shit like that. So that just lets you know. And you ain't see Xander there with a bottle of water or nothing like that. You ain't see him say, usually when motherfuckers is talking, they keep their little beverage next to them. And while, they're in between questions, they take a little sip or whatever the case is. You ain't see Xander doing that. So those was like little key indicators that, he's sacrificing right now. He's definitely sacrificing. Boots, on the other hand, when I seen that little face off that they had in New York, his face looked a little bit sunken in as well. But, from what I've heard him say and what I've heard from people around him, they saying that weight is coming off pretty easy, which, it's understandable at this point because Boots is still relatively new to the weight. You know what I'm saying? So, those first couple times you fight in a new weight class, it's easy for you to, make the weight. You know what I'm saying? So, Matchroom, Eddie Hearn, they just posted their little clip. Let me go ahead and share the screen for that. Let me go ahead and share the screen for that. It look like a dope little where is it at? Is there any way I could rewind this? Little face off right here between Jerron Ennis and Xander Zayas. So you can see the weight cut. You feel what I'm saying? See the cheekbones. You see they hungry. You see they ready to fight. You feel what I'm saying? There you go. It's lit. It's lit. You see, I don't think that's the Brooklyn Bridge behind them. I actually don't know. I'm not too familiar with New York. But regardless, I mean, they in the building. They ready. You feel what I'm saying? Boots looks relaxed. Xander dressed for the occasion. So we got ourselves a fight, ladies and gentlemen. I'm absolutely elated about this fight. I'm very excited. I'm looking forward to seeing what happens. There's so many questions that both of these guys have to answer, man. You know what I'm saying? I just can't wait to see these guys perform and see who executes the better game plan. You feel what I'm saying? It's on, it's lit, it's popping. You know what I'm saying? But, besides all of that, man, shout out to Xander, shout out to Gervonta, because these guys are actually putting their money where their mouth is. You know what I'm saying? Both of these guys are looking to be great in their division. They're both coming together to prove a point to each other that they're the best 154-pound guy in today's era, amongst all the other fighters that are in the division. Very action-packed division. And, wasn't a tough negotiation at all. Wasn't no Twitter fingers. Wasn't no stipulations. Nothing to make shit difficult. Different network. We ain't hear none of that. We ain't heard none of that between these two. I seen these motherfuckers shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Got their teams, together, come together with a plan and make the fucking fight happen. And the negotiations were so smooth. The negotiations were so fucking easy, especially when Top Rank signed with DAZN. It just made it so easy to get the fight done. Both guys are confident in their abilities. They signed their name on the dotted line, and both promoters, Eddie Hearn and, Top Rank, they came together and they signed that dotted line as well, and we got ourselves a fight. And, the boxing fans are blessed to have two fighters such as Xander Zayas and Jaron Ennis to showcase, with them being both young and in their primes, to showcase their abilities for our entertainment. So you got to salute these guys. But I ain't gonna lie, man. Like the rest of these guys, man, the guys that we talk about often, the Shakur Stevensons, the Gervonta Davises, the Richardson Hitchins, and even Haney to a fault. You know what I mean? This ain't really gonna be too much criticizing with Devin Haney, because at the end of the day, he's the one who's really initiating to make these motherfucking fights happen. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these other motherfuckers, man, they the ones who's coming out with conditions and the only way you can fight me is if you do X, Y, and Z. You know what I'm saying? Now these motherfuckers want to do a scale challenge and all of this shit. I just wanted to speak on this real quick, man, because at this point, this shit is absolutely ridiculous. And I just want to let y'all know something about me, right? Y'all know, like, when, there's certain, I'm one of them type dudes who, this is my phone right here. I charge my phone overnight. So when the fuck I wake up in the morning, the bitch is 100%, and I ain't got to worry about my phone throughout the duration of the day. By the time my phone is about to die, like so, it's on 60% right now. You know what I mean? I can go ahead and charge it while I sleep. I wake up, that bitch is 100, right? I'm similar in that way, except me, I have a motherfucking damaged battery, aka I'm burnt the fuck out. So when I wake up in the morning, off of 4 or 5 hours of sleep, my battery is usually in the 60% range, right? So with that being known, there's only so much that I can invest my energy into throughout the duration of the day. Mind you, I am an active father, a consistent father at that. I have my son with me all the fucking time. I am a fucking boxing coach. I have a job outside of this shit, and I have to take that little bit of energy that I have to spread it over here, spread it over here, spread it over there, and simultaneously be effective in each thing that I'm doing. Right? So when I had some downtime to actually chill, relax, and, just have a little bit of peace to myself, do you think that I want to go on social media and see niggas arguing back and forth? Women do that shit when they watch baddies. Women do that shit when they watch motherfucking, what's this new shit? The Love Island bullshit and the fucking what was that other show they used to watch? Bad Girls Club and all of that shit. If Real Housewives of fucking Atlanta, whatever, Love and Hip Hop. If that's what bitches do. No disrespect to the women out here. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. But women indulge in that type of shit and they get a fucking like a kick out of it. Me personally, that type of shit wears away at that fucking battery that I'm talking about because as a boxing fan, I'm fucking fatigued, bro. I am fucking fatigued. You feel me? I'm so sick of these niggas running on fucking social media saying bullshit. Yo, I ain't even gonna lie, Bella. You're not even wrong for that. You said men are the top gossipers doing play-by-plays of Twitter fights. Bro, niggas are making lives saying, oh my God, Tank said this to Shakur. Oh my God, Tank said this to Devin Haney. Oh my God, Shakur said this to Gervonta Davis. Oh my God, Hitchins said this to Gervonta Davis. Bro, who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck? Who's saying what the who? Like, bro, is this what y'all consider? So y'all niggas rather see verbal altercations instead of altercations in the fucking boxing ring. Ain't y'all niggas boxing fans? Don't y'all want to see these niggas knuckle it up? Y'all niggas just want, like, for all that, y'all niggas might as well just, you know what I'm saying? Tell these niggas to go get their baddie chain and go tell them niggas to go argue on their, tell these niggas to get on Jerry Springer and just argue on there and have the, and you could just be in the crowd. Because that's exactly how y'all niggas look on social media, bro. I don't give a fuck. And you know, shout out to the homie Ree and shit like that. My homie be sending me the screenshots, just keeping me in the loop of what's going on. But I literally told the nigga, bro, I appreciate you keeping me in the loop of what's going on. But respectfully, I don't give a fuck. Because these niggas are chat, and then go fight somebody that we didn't even ask for them to fucking fight. It's the same pattern over and over and over again. Like I said, this don't really apply to Devin Haney because I actually see him attempting to make these motherfucking fights happen. I'm seeing these niggas getting the big money guys involved and, you know, sending out agreements and actually negotiating behind the scenes and actually keeping us. See, I don't mind that type of transparency where they're like, yo, we negotiating right now. Oh, shit, this nigga actually called my phone. Oh, he actually wants to make this fight happen. Cool. I don't mind that. I actually appreciate that as a boxing fan because to an extent, I don't really like being kept in the dark about what's going on. You know what I mean? But I do understand that business is done off of the internet. I get it. But that's the type of shit that I could appreciate. All this fucking Gervonta Davis saying that he's going to have Devin Haney's face worse than Ryan Garcia did. We can link right now. Yo, Tank, shut the fuck up, dog. Like this fucking tough guy persona that this nigga Tank got. First of all, nigga, you walk around with handbags, nigga. You walk around with handbags. You be dressed like you fuck with booty, nigga. Fuck is you talking about? You want to play all this fucking tough guy shit, talk about what you gonna do to niggas. Bro, we never hear you do anything to niggas. We never heard about you ever swinging on niggas, punching niggas in their mouth. We don't know you for that. We know niggas like Mike Tyson for that. He swung on niggas outside. Lennox Lewis swung on niggas outside. David Haye swung on niggas outside. Like, I've actually seen boxers do this shit. You're not known for that. You're known for running your fucking mouth on social media, not making the fucking best fights, and fighting guys that we don't want you to fucking fight. That's what we know you for, nigga. We seen you get pressed in person by that cross-eyed nigga Tevin Farmer multiple times, and you've done nothing except have a little fucking tism episode and then go about your business and not even fight the nigga in itself. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's what we know Gervonta Davis for. Talented individual. I don't even feel like I need to even say that he's talented because that sounds like niggas is, you know, like gassing him and shit like that. We all know what the fuck Gervonta Davis is. We all know what the fuck he's capable of. But all of this fucking chatting on the internet on a fucking burner account and the fact that you got a woman as your profile picture, that maybe you projected, my brother, that, you know, you be talking shit. Maybe you want what Clarissa got from an anatomy standpoint. Maybe you want a twat, nigga. I don't know. But what I do know is that you be on the internet chatting like somebody fucking bitter baby mom. You feel what I'm saying? Niggas be trying to get fights with you, and then you find reasons to not fight the niggas. Will Lamar Roach, oh, I'll give you an opportunity. Now I'm going to take it away from you. Gervonta Davis, with Devin Haney, just now, he was talking all that shit with Devin Haney. Oh, yeah, we going to hit you up, nigga. Yeah. Let's make a fight happen, nigga. Yeah. So this nigga Dev talking about, yo, they going to try to make you do a rehydration clause. Devin said, never. This nigga Tank said, oh, you going to do what I say, nigga. You going to do what I say. Huh? Stop talking all this motherfucking big shit, nigga. Then you want to throw stipulations in there. You know what I'm saying? Bro, stop calling niggas out. See, this is how I know this shit just be clout chasing at its finest, because you want to give the impression that you not scared of the nigga. You want to give the impression that you'll actually fight this nigga. But then, you know what I'm saying? When niggas like, all right, bro, let's knuckle up then. All right, we knuckle up, but I need you to do this for me. You sound like a bitch, nigga. And this is the niggas that y'all call modern day gladiators. I never know gladiators for picking and choosing what a nigga should do before they fight them. I never heard of a conditional gladiator. I just know niggas for putting their motherfucking equipment on and getting the fuck to work. Life or death, nigga. Fuck is you talking about? So when I see that these niggas be on the internet just chatting, going back and forth, talking this shit, it's like, bro, I can't pay that shit any mind. I can't. I don't have the energy for that bullshit. I got all the energy in the world to see a good motherfucking scrap, either in person or on that fucking TV. I don't have time to be sitting here scrolling through niggas' Twitter accounts and checking niggas' replies and seeing what he's saying to who and who's saying to what. Like this nigga Tank all over the place. He having a fucking meltdown. You feel what I'm saying? This nigga's talking about Hitchins. He's talking about Devin. He's talking about Shakur. This nigga even threw a shot at Stephen Fulton. That shit had nothing to do with it. This nigga talking shit about Roach, who he's actively avoiding right now. Like, this is the shit that Gervonta Davis is doing right now. He wants you to feel like he's tough. He wants you to feel like he's tough. But there's a nigga that he just had a fucking draw with that a lot of people thought he lost to. And I never seen a nigga that was so happy to get a draw in his fucking life. Have you ever seen a nigga as happy as Gervonta Davis walking out of the fucking Barclays Center when he had a fucking draw? This nigga walked out with Jim Jones and all these New York niggas, and you know what I mean? You came out and you swore you was going to watch Lamar Roach because you was bringing him up from 130 pounds and y'all fought each other in the amateurs. Y'all got history. Y'all brothers. And then the moment that this nigga Lamar stepped to you, start punching you in your shit, you start looking for towels to get shit up out your eye. You voluntarily taking knees and you getting buckled all over the ring. When you accustomed to buckling niggas, you was in a very uncomfortable situation. You really lost the fight. The New York State Athletic Commission saves you from a fucking L. And now you running around calling niggas dweebs and shit. Nigga, you're a fucking dweeb, nigga. How could you ever talk crazy about a nigga who made you look like you soft, nigga? Went in that ring and stepped to you and fucked you up. Not only that, tried to get the rematch with you, and you went ahead and you avoided a Lamar Roach rematch to go fight Jake Paul, you fucking soft-ass nigga. Fuck is you talking about, nigga? You went to go fight a fucking content creator. Thank God AJ got that opportunity. Thank God AJ got that motherfucking bag and not you, nigga. You was a fucking hoe. At least Anthony Joshua, he be ducking niggas too, but at least he actually fought niggas. I mean, he fought the Usyks. He fought Andy Ruiz. You know, like he fought Daniel Dubois. Like he took his lumps and he kept that shit moving. I respect Anthony Joshua way more than I respect Gervonta Davis. So he deserved that shit. But this nigga thought he was running off with the bag. He was saying, fuck everybody. He done with boxing, blah, blah. He wants you to believe that he got all this money. Man, I've been on dog shit for years, nigga. I was getting to a bag when you was coming up. So why are you coming back around? Why are you coming back around? You know what I'm saying? You got Kid Austin chasing you around. You got Auntie Sco press. This thing got a whole countdown on his social media. 5 days until we become the mandatory. 4 days until we're the mandatory. 3 days, 2 days. Today is the day. So what the fuck is we doing? That's what Auntie Sco's saying on social media right now. You know what I'm saying? This nigga Take totally ignoring him. Talk about everybody else except the nigga who's mandated to fight you for your WBA title. And from what I heard, nigga, I heard y'all was negotiating. So you telling me you doing all this talking to Dev, you doing all this talking to Shakur, you doing all this talking to Hitchins, but you gonna end up fighting Floyd Schofield? So what's the point of you doing all of this fucking chatting if you know who you're gonna fight anyway? Pussy. That's why. Pussy. So that's Gervonta Davis. The nigga's a fucking pussy. But because he knows how to fight, and you got a bunch of Tank fans, that's backing his play because they undercover homosexuals at the end of the day. They love the way that this nigga braids swing. They love his fucking outfits. They love how long his jorts are. These niggas love the Timberlands. They love the chrome hearts, man. They love the chains he be walking around with. Like that shit gets they shit that shit get they you know what I'm saying? That shit gets them going. You know what I mean? That shit get they booty moist. You know what I mean? That's the type niggas that they is. So I don't really got anything too much to say to them niggas outside of that. They fucking weirdos. Any nigga, I literally heard a nigga say I saw a nigga say on Twitter, and this shit burnt me the fuck out too. Shit put my battery to like motherfucking 15%. This bitch ass nigga gonna say, I can't fuck with a fighter if he's not swaggy. Huh? So basically, you got to be attracted to the nigga in order to back his play. Y'all niggas, and I know it's Pride Month, but goddamn, like y'all niggas is different. Y'all niggas is different. So that's Gervonta Davis for you. Richardson, Hitchins, bro, respectfully, you really, like, if anybody need to shut the fuck up, you need to shut the fuck up, nigga. You wanted, like, we can't just forget what the fuck you just did in your last fight. Got this nigga Oscar Duarte poking his chest out like he's somebody because your bitch ass ran off on him. Talk about you had a motherfucking food virus or whatever the fuck the case is. We all know what the fuck happened, nigga. You had the IBF, you know what I'm saying? You ain't like that rehydration clause. You ain't like that style that you was going to be in there with. You ain't like how the way you felt after the rehydration, only putting on 10 pounds. You pulled out of the fight because you didn't want to take that risk. We all know what it is. We all know what it is. Hitchins been pussy. I've been telling y'all niggas that he is a turkey for years. I told you that shit when he did that interview on YSN Sports Media. When that nigga was saying, oh, yeah, I ain't really interested. When Subriel Matias was champion with the IBF at 140, yeah, I don't really, like, I appreciate the IBF, but, you know what I mean? I just can't get with their rehydration clause. I feel like I can't be the best version of myself if I only have a 10-pound rehydration limit. Okay, but this nigga Subriel Matias lays a fucking egg in Puerto Rico against Liam Paro, and here you go. I'll fight you, champ. I'll fight you now. I'll fight for the belt now. I'll fuck with the IBF now. I got you, champ. I'll fight you. Then you go ahead in Puerto Rico and you beat Liam Paro. And now you the IBF champion when you denounced the IBF when they were trying to give you an opportunity against Subriel Matias. Pussy. Ever since then, I knew you were a bitch. Not only that, but you are a part of the Little Brotherhood Alliance. You are the littlest nigga out of all of them. You are a bigger little bro than Keyshawn Davis. Like, Keyshawn be going to the corner store, you know what I'm saying? And he grabbed Shakur, a motherfucking Arizona in a motherfucking a cheesesteak platter and shit. But he, Shakur got a little bit more respect for Keyshawn. He let Keyshawn keep the change and shit. You nigga, he sent you over to the store to go grab a motherfucking Dutch and a 40, and then, you know what I'm saying? He give you a $20 bill. That shit cost $6. That nigga want all $14 back from you. He not even going to tell you thank you. You one of them niggas. You so infatuated with being friends with niggas. You over here putting an IG post together. And this nigga said, and Shakur just told this nigga the other day he'll fuck him up. But here you go. Man, when I was down bad, that nigga Shakur, man, that nigga got me on a motherfucking Powerade commercial, and I was able to feed my family because he gave me a Powerade commercial. Nigga, so the fuck what? Nigga, so what? What was the point of that? What, for what? You wanted to give a nigga his flowers? He's a fucking op, dickhead. Fuck you're talking, like, what are you talking about? Y'all niggas was damn near, wasn't y'all niggas champion at the same fucking time at 140? What are you talking about? Nobody trying to hear that shit. I don't give a fuck. Who gives a fuck about what a nigga did for you? At the end of the day, he's supposed to be a fucking op. What do you do, though? You want to be little bro so bad. Now, I remember we used to sleep in that hotel room head to toe. So what? So what? Fuck you talking about? This nigga Shakur got you on a strict fucking program. This nigga call you, yo, man, can you help Raymond Ford get ready for Shakur Foster? Oh, yeah, Shakur, I'm right over there. That nigga probably paid for his own ticket and all to fly out to Houston, get his nigga Raymond Ford some work, just so Raymond Ford could get washed anyway. Hoe ass nigga. He a part of that brotherhood shit, dog. We don't respect that shit over here. Not on Mazuma TV. Them other niggas respect that shit and want to contribute to the bullshit that go on, the cancer that's currently going on in boxing. Me, I ain't with none of that shit. So Hitchins going back and forth. Oh man, I used to wash niggas in Upton Gym. Oh, nigga, you're known for losing to everybody. You're known for losing to everybody. Who did you beat? Gary Antoine Russell washed you. Jermaine Ortiz washed you. Jerron Ennis washed you. Bro, if you just look through the nigga box rec, all he does is get washed. Gary Antoine Russell washed you. Always an Olympian. Nigga, you had to go over to Haiti to become an Olympian. And for real, Haiti don't have much representation in the boxing world any fucking way. Them niggas got other problems over there. They not worried about throwing punches. Fuck is you talking about? So when you tried to be an Olympian for the U.S., you got your ass whooped. So you ran over to Haiti in order to become an Olympian. That's what the fuck you did. All Hitchins is known for is losing to niggas and being niggas' little brother. Yeah, Tricks, like, he could have kept that to himself. Why the fuck do you need to do that? Nigga just felt like showing love. You ever had, like, your girl do, like, a random appreciation post? That's what the fuck it looked like. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm not shitting on Haiti, man. Much love to my Haitian brothers and sisters and all of that. But I'm just saying, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you took the easy route to become an Olympian. That's what I'm telling you. You wanted to be Olympian by any means necessary. You feel what I'm saying? You had to be an Olympian by any means necessary. So when you got your ass whooped by them U.S. niggas, you're like, oh, let me run off to Haiti, and then I'm going to go lose over there as well. So the nigga ain't ever win shit. So now you competing for a gold medal in the Twitter Olympics. Nigga, that's exactly what the fuck you doing, bro. Nobody trying to hear this shit that you talking about. So Gervonta fucking duck. The nigga's a queer, and the nigga don't want to fight nobody. This nigga just trying to get, he just getting niggas riled up because that's the only way he could get the niggas. He not fighting niggas in no fucking boxing ring. He's not taking no chances with anybody. This nigga Devin Haney even falling for it. Oh man, his team really hit me up. I might actually fight the nigga. Nigga, no. He gonna give you all these stipulations that you're not gonna be with, and that fight gonna fall apart. That nigga's not gonna fight you. He told you, he called you a fucking cheater, and he says that you blow up heavy as shit in weight. He's insecure about your ability to put on weight because he's a small little dude. The nigga got a Napoleon complex. He has an inferiority complex as well, so he doesn't want to fight guys who have that type of advantage over him. Just like Shakur Stevenson. Shakur Stevenson online, you know what I mean, kissing Gervonta Davis' ass, trying to go FaceTime. Nigga trying to FaceTime him. Nigga want to do a whole scale challenge. Got the audacity to tell Devin Haney, yo, why you ain't join the scale challenge? What the fuck Devin Haney got to join the scale challenge for? Devin Haney the only motherfucker who's never missed weight out of everybody that's talking. The fuck? What are you even talking about, bro? Keyshawn Davis got on scale. Nigga missed weight. Fight fell through with Edwin De Los Santos. This nigga Gervonta Davis was missing weight back at 130. Shakur Stevenson was missing weight back at 130. All y'all niggas miss weight. But the nigga who's always remained professional, Devin Haney, he got to show y'all how much he weigh right now. What the fuck matters is he comes in on the weight that y'all request him to fight at, 144. So, you will fight Conor Benn at 147 because he trash, but you won't do that for Devin because that he'll have too much advantages over you. Oh, we can meet in the middle. The nigga's willing to meet you in the middle. Now you want this nigga to do you want to do a weight check right now. You so concerned about Devin Haney and what he got going on. Y'all niggas not even signed to fight. But you want to know how much he weigh right now. Clocking a nigga, just trying to get some type of information. Bro, you worried about the wrong shit. You worried about the wrong shit. You want to worry about something, nigga? Sign that fucking dotted line and fight the nigga. Or you don't want to step on your brother's toes. Like, the fuck out of here, bro. Fuck out of here, bro. These niggas are so corny. How y'all cool with this? How are y'all cool with this? Like, what the fuck is even going on? Like, y'all think that this shit is entertaining? So they got a picture of Clarissa Shields with some fucked up makeup on. You know what I'm saying? He tweeting. That's the most that you're gonna get out of him. You're not gonna get what you want out of him besides him calling people out their name and disrespecting them. They want payday. How they gonna get payday when this nigga's not signing on the dotted line to fight these niggas? At least when Floyd did the Mayweather sweepstakes, he was giving niggas opportunities. This nigga Tank don't give anybody a fucking opportunity. He gonna fight whoever the fuck he want to fight. So I'm not even gonna shit on Devin Haney because Devin Haney the one out here like, nigga, let's get this shit popping. Regardless, Devin Haney's gonna fight somebody. That's how it looked. If the nigga don't fight Shakur, he gonna fight Keyshawn. Either way, those are great fucking fights. Could be one of the biggest fights in boxing with Shakur Stevenson at a catchweight. The other one will be a mandatory challenger in Keyshawn Davis. And, he got to fulfill his obligations as the WBO welterweight champion of the world. Regardless, either fight is fire. I prefer the Shakur one, but the Keyshawn Davis fight is fire in itself. Let's make no mistake about that. So I'm not really shitting on Haney. The only thing with Haney is like, bro, you really buying into this shit that Tank's selling? Like, bro, you done tried to make fights with Tank so many times. You see how many times they done shut y'all down. You tried to make the nigga your mandatory in the WBA at 135, and he shot that shit down immediately. He said, and them niggas told the WBA, oh, y'all niggas ain't gonna tell us what to do. We gonna do whatever the fuck we want to do. Y'all can keep this fucking belt. WBA got scared and have been on their best behavior with Tank ever since then. You tried. The nigga don't want to fight you. Whenever they put a fucking microphone, the Leonard Ellerby big ass nose, all this nigga tell you is that how small Gervonta Davis is and how Devin Haney is not even in the same weight class, even though they were at the same weight class at one point. Like, Tank's really a 130 pounder. Nigga, then why he not fighting there? Why is he not fighting there? Why has he fought as high as 140 pounds? Nobody's trying to hear that shit. Nobody's trying to hear that shit. As far as I'm concerned, this nigga Tank can fight as high as 140 pounds because he's done it before. The nigga just weighed 140. What he weighed? 147, 148 on the scale that he did that little challenge on. Nigga, you can fight at 140. Knock it the fuck off, bro. If you like that, how you say you is, you can fight at 147. Floyd did it. Why you can't do it? Floyd walked around at 150 and fought at welterweight. Why you can't do it? You said you was better than Floyd. I remember. Man, I'm even better than Floyd. Nigga, never. Nigga, you not a fucking eighth of Floyd Mayweather, nigga. You ain't had half the heart that Floyd had. Even when there was times where Floyd may have, tried to delay fights and shit, he still made it happen and still got that motherfucking dub. You not cut like him, nigga. So I just be so sick of these back and forths, bro. It's like this nigga chatting, this nigga chatting, this nigga chatting. Y'all not overwhelmed by the bullshit? Because me personally, I'm somebody who don't mind talking. That's why I'm on here with y'all. But I'm not about to just be going back and forth with a nigga. Eventually, I'm like, yo, so what the fuck you trying to do? That's just me. But these niggas be so content with talking. How could you sit here and call these niggas gladiators? How could you call these niggas warriors? Warriors don't do this shit. Keyboard warriors might do this shit. But real warriors don't sit here and try to come up with shit to try to get advantages over other warriors. You know what I'm saying? Like, these niggas don't fight under certain conditions. They don't produce stipulations and try to have some type of upper hand and negotiate. Yo, warriors just do warrior shit. They rumble, nigga. They either make it out or they don't. For the people's entertainment. So these niggas, this is what y'all call the modern day gladiators, the real gladiators who actually put their life on the line and actually did shit. They turning in a fucking grave right now. That's what the fuck they doing. Fuck out of here, bro. I'm so sick of niggas talking like they hard bodying and they do shit like this, bro. Yo, on some real shit, dog. If your intention is not to make the biggest fights, bro, just stop fucking talking. Shut the fuck up. Hitchins, shut up. You just signed with Zuffa, nigga. Look at your opponent. Look who you about to fight, nigga. Do you really have room to be talking to anybody? You need to shut the fuck up and focus on your opponent. Niggas, I said the most corniest shit is posting another man win with the post with him and Garcia. I think Tank a self-hater in terms of us black folks, not gonna lie. Look who he always dissing. Tank a little insecure nigga, man. Any nigga that he feel insecure about, he gonna talk shit to. You know what I'm saying? He been real salty when it comes to Devin Haney, and plus that wasn't a win. So it's like Tank looked like a fucking clown because he was somebody who was accusing Ryan Garcia of beating on PEDs at one point in time. That's something that you can find on the internet right now. The nigga was accusing Ryan Garcia of being on PEDs, and you know what I'm saying? I remember he said a few times, oh, if you ever test positive against me, we pulling up to your crib. We're saying all this fly shit, all right? But the moment that Ryan tests positive against somebody else that you dislike, all of a sudden you want to glorify it and act like that it was a legit win. Like, nigga, Cut it the fuck out, bro. So if a nigga would have did it against you, they dead wrong. But considering the fact they did it to somebody you dislike, you know what I mean? That's fair play. Y'all niggas not real, bro. Y'all niggas is fucking weenies. Weenies. Y'all niggas is y'all niggas y'all niggas morals all fucked up. Because even if I dislike a nigga, right is right and wrong is wrong. So let's say I have a legitimate beef with Devin Haney. That's my rival. If the nigga got done wrong, I'm not going to sit here and act like since this nigga is my rival, I don't like him, that he deserved that to happen to him. That shit don't deserve to happen to nobody. I don't like Tank, but I would never want Tank to fall victim to a fucking PED user. So the fact that this nigga Tank is running around posting pictures of Ryan dropping Devin when he was clearly on performance enhancement drugs, it's like what we doing? Like, what we standing on? Like, your hate trumps your morals, nigga? Yeah, hate trumps your morals. That means more to you. So seeing a nigga down bad, even when he clearly got done wrong, that's okay with you just because you dislike the nigga? That's some weird shit, bro. That's some weird shit. You feel me? Now these niggas talking about each other's mothers and you know what I mean? And all that, bro. That shit's corny. That shit is hella corny. Y'all niggas doing everything except rumblings. Y'all niggas should be embarrassed as fighters. How y'all niggas do all this goofy shit? Y'all niggas don't fight each other. Then y'all walk around and have the audacity to say that y'all the best fighters in the world. How the fuck that work? Every chance y'all get, y'all talking about, man. You know, when I'm on my shit, can't nobody beat me. I'm the best fighter in the world. Can't nobody beat me. Oh, nobody's on my level. I'm the most skilled fighter in the world. I'm the best fighter in the world. And then y'all do all this motherfucking chatting. And then when niggas step to y'all and try to get some type of fight going, when you've expressed interest in fighting them, now it's like, oh, I'll fight you, but you got to do X, Y, and Z. That don't sound like no best fighter in the world shit to me. I ain't see Xander do that. I said, yo, Xander Zayas be making y'all niggas look real pussy. Keep it real. Shout out to Xander Zayas, bro. That's why I respect him. I'm rooting against him. Let's not get it wrong. But one thing about me, I respect Xander more than I respect a lot of you niggas because he's 23 years old. And at 23 years old, y'all niggas was nowhere near doing what he was doing. Y'all niggas wasn't rolling the dice like him. Y'all was still building yourselves up in y'all career. You feel me? Y'all niggas wasn't taking chances like him. This nigga's going up against one of the most dangerous fighters in the world. Fuck 154. One of the most complete fighters in the world. Fuck 54. Just in general. And he ain't asked for no fucking stipulation from Jerron Ennis. Didn't say that he has to be this weight the next day. He didn't say that, oh, you know, if he wants to fight for both of my titles, then he has to take this percent. Bro, this nigga Xander split it down the fucking middle and told this nigga it ain't about the money. That nigga put y'all niggas to shame. So even if this nigga Xander lose, I'll still have more respect for him than y'all because y'all bitch ass niggas ain't rolling the dice. Y'all keeping the motherfucking dice in your hand and he let that bitch go. And whatever it roll on, it's gonna roll on. And guess what? If the nigga win, he gonna do some shit that y'all was scared to do. He put y'all niggas to shame regardless of how the way the outcome go. He making y'all niggas look real bad. This nigga Shakur, man, leave me alone, man. Like y'all, man, y'all obsessed with me because they want to fight you, nigga. That's what we saying now. So when a nigga want to smoke with you, you go, man, what's up with that nigga? He obsessed with me, man. Like he bigger than me. All right, but you're the one who proposed 144-pound catch weight. He accepted it. You ain't expect him to accept it. That's the thing. Because you was like, oh, this nigga Devin big as shit. He ain't gonna come back down to 144. Wrong, nigga. He pulled your fucking card, and now you sitting here and you like, damn, what can I do to try to get myself out of this situation? Let me use my little brother Keyshawn. Now you saying, oh man, you know what I mean? I ain't trying to step on Keyshawn's toes. Was you worried about that when you offered that 144 catch weight, nigga? Did you? Was you worried about stepping on Keyshawn Davis' toes when you took that Teofimo fight away from him? Was you worried about nigga? No, nigga. So now you trying to, you know, find little angles. Now you niggas want to do a scale challenge. Nigga, is that part of the contract? Do the nigga have to post his weight on social media? How about How about instead of doing a fucking scale challenge, how about a fucking sign the contract challenge? How about accepting terms? Let's do that. Let's make that a fucking trend. Accepting terms, negotiating, putting together a contract, signing the fucking contract. How about that? Why can't that be a challenge, bro? Because at this point, bro, the words, bro, that shit is meaningless. Y'all niggas look like suckers out here. Hitchins, fucking Tank, Shakur. I don't even see Keyshawn doing as much talking. I just seen the nigga post the shit on the scale. I just seen him post the scale. I don't even see Keyshawn doing all that talking. But y'all niggas love running y'all mouth and then giving us absolute shit after the fact. The brotherhood challenge. No, we don't need that. They actively doing that. Oh, that's my brother. I love my brother so much, man. It's just one thing about me, man. I just love my brother. God damn, you talk about loving this nigga more than your own bitch. For real, for real. Y'all niggas talk about the love y'all got for each other more than you talk about the love with your fucking wife, nigga. Ain't no friend in this world that I love enough to be just talking about how much I love him and call him my brother when I know the nigga ain't my brother. Why Tank come at Cool Boy though? Nigga, I don't know. No, like I said, I don't give a fuck. If I had to guess, maybe the nigga, Tank a hater. So he see niggas who, got some type of aura, got some type of swag, because Cool Boy got some swag. You know what I mean? And I never see Cool Boy dressed like Gervonta. Gervonta low-key be dressing feminine. This nigga add a gay to his outfits. I don't be seeing that shit with no Cool Boy. Cool Boy style align with, with Philly. For real. That's how I see. I see a lot of niggas from Philly, dressed like that. You feel what I'm saying? And it ain't got no little feminine vibe to it. That nigga Tank got a little feminine vibe. You feel what I'm saying? This nigga be looking up at men like this with one foot on top of the other. You know what I mean? Playing with his hair and shit. Like, that's the shit that Tank be doing. Nobody trying to bite your style, nigga. So what you think? Because other niggas like to put that shit on that, you know what I mean? You associate with them Dickie and you, like you the first nigga to bring fashion to boxing. Cut it the fuck out, bro. Cut it out. And I'm telling that be the Tank fans. That be gassing his head up. Yo, one thing about Tank, dog, that nigga gonna put them chrome hearts together, man. One thing about Tank, man, one thing about him, man, he stay fly. Bro, plenty of niggas get fly, bro. Some niggas care about that shit more than others, but you know what I'm saying? Like, God ain't stopped making fly niggas when they made you, nigga. And being fly is subjective, nigga. You look like you like dick a lot of the times when you be wearing outfits, and niggas don't. And a lot of women don't be feeling that. I've heard women tell me, "Bro, is he gay?" Like that shit. You know what I'm saying? Some women dig it, others don't. You feel what I'm saying? Being fly is subjective. So when you see another nigga, see all Gervonta Davis doing when he dissing Cool Boy is letting him know that he like his swag. That's all he doing. Because if you like your swag and you think a nigga mimicking you, then you must like his swag too, because he's mimicking you. If you like your swag and the nigga's copying your swag and you notice it, and you go ahead and be like, "Oh, this nigga Dickie in my style." Okay, so he's copying your style. So you must like it because it reminds you of you. The nigga just hating. He hating. Mention the niggas that you don't gotta mention. He probably dissed Scooter. He probably dissed Stephen Fulton because he cool with Lamont Roach. That's probably why. I don't know. Gervonta weird like that. He hold grudges like that. That's that feminine, bitter baby mom energy. That's why he only ever have beef and he only ever get physical with women, because they share a similar energy. When real masculine energy in the room, Tank, you know what I mean? He'll talk, but he pipe the fuck down. He ain't gonna take it there with you. But whenever his feminine energy align with with somebody else's feminine energy, they clash. You feel me? When feminine energy come his way, you know what I mean? It's real familiar to him. It's real familiar to him. That shit like rubbing two sticks together. Eventually, that bitch gonna cause a fire. You know what I'm saying? So That's the type nigga Tank is. I just don't understand why niggas be believing in this nigga. Haney, why you believe in this nigga? If his team reached out to you, it don't take much to get a nigga to reach out to your team and act like they want to have a fight. Come on, man. So I said all of that shit to say, bro, I don't be giving a fuck about what these niggas doing and what they saying on social media. Until these niggas fight, I don't care. I don't care. This nigga Bella Face said he dressed like a feminine stud. Yeah, bro. I ain't gonna lie. When hold on. Huh. I don't know what the fuck going on. Marissa said Gervonta broke. He's selling his house right now in Florida. For real? Is he really? I didn't even know that. If that's true, I didn't even know that. But he probably is, man. All them lawyer fees and all that shit that he been going through, the inactivity. A lot of these fighters be living check to check and shit like that. I wouldn't be surprised. Wouldn't be surprised. That's probably why he doing all that talking right now. He trying to get more attention on himself. I mean, that's probably why he reaching out to niggas trying to get a fight. He probably needs some bread. He probably thought he was gonna get that Jake Paul bag. Yeah, I know when y'all got a bag coming, y'all start plotting what y'all gonna do with it. I'm gonna get this, I'm gonna get this, I'm gonna get that. And that bag never came. And then you ended up losing money because you got warrants for your arrest over here, you violate probation over here, you gotta pay the lawyer to take care of this case, you gotta pay a lawyer to take care of this case. You know what I mean? Nigga probably getting sued left and right. Like this nigga, you know what I mean? That shit costs money, man. Lawyer fees is not cheap. Tank already having Floyd problems, probably. I don't know. I see. I don't even feel comfortable talking about how much money a nigga got. I really don't care. That shit ain't got nothing to do with me, bro. What he eat don't make me shit. You feel me? So I worry about my situation and what I got. And you know what I'm saying? Broke or not, shit. Shit ain't got nothing to do with me. T said, "What takes say to Greg Hagan now?" I don't know. See, like I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Nigga been talking shit to everybody. You know what I'm saying? But the one thing I seen him say about Greg, like made fun of his boxing record and shit like that. It's like, nigga, say something new. Like niggas need a new angle. Like that's corny. Anybody know Greg's story know why he do that type of shit. But niggas who never fought a day in their life, not talking about Tank, but a lot of niggas sit there and be laughing at it. Like y'all niggas would never take the chances that grown man took. Y'all wouldn't have the balls to say that shit to that man's face. And there's a strong likelihood, nigga, you couldn't do nothing to him anyway. On some grown man shit. Y'all claim that nigga boxing record, but you wouldn't take no chances fighting him. Yeah, he came after Greg and fought. Yeah, like I don't really know what to make of that. You feel me? He real comfortable talking crazy to everybody. Nigga, go talk crazy to, you know what I'm saying? Go talk crazy to the bitch who got you put in jail. Nigga, that's who you need to go talk crazy to. And for real, that's all he gonna do for real. All he gonna do is talk crazy. That's all he gonna do is talk crazy. Let him talk crazy. That's what niggas do. You know what I'm saying? What Bobby Schmurder say? All these social networks and these computers got these niggas walking around like they some shooters. Like pussy talk that same shit from your computer. That shit real, bro. As bro talk crazy about Boots in the past. I don't know. I don't know. I wouldn't put it past him, but it ain't like he gonna fight the nigga. So what we even talking for? That's my whole thing. That's my whole thing. It's like, bro, if your intentions isn't on fighting them, what we even talking about? What's the point in even talking? As a boxer, if you're talking shit about another man, and you have no intentions on fighting him whatsoever, and he's in or around your weight class, what the fuck are you even talking for? You're wasting your breath. Because what you're doing by talking to them is getting, putting fans to suspense and ain't giving them some type of anticipation that ain't even there for real. You ain't never see Tank be happy because he a real insecure bro. He a real insecure boy. How many insecure niggas you know happy? Nigga told you he insecure. I need therapy. I need therapy. I need therapy, but I don't want to do therapy yet because it might take away. It might take away my anger. I need my anger. So the nigga needs to be insecure in order to function as a fighter. Like that's literally like his makeup, insecurity. That's who he is. This nigga grew up short and nigga grew up ugly. He grew up fucking poor. You know what I'm saying? His fucking parents was dope fiends. They gave him up. You know what I'm saying? He had a femme for himself. Nigga was a little dirty nigga till he started running into some money. Now he got money and he don't know how to function in society because his childhood trauma still, follow him to this day. Can't function. He said something about Lamont Roach. He called him like a dweeb or something. Like that dweeb brought the bitch out of you, nigga. How you call a nigga a dweeb and they legit brought the bitch out of you and made you not want to fight them again? You said you better than Floyd? Anytime Floyd had a fight that was remotely close, he ran that shit back with niggas. Jose Luis Castillo and Marcos Maidana. Niggas ain't never running back. This nigga don't want to fight nobody. Oh, man, you disrespected me, so I gave you an opportunity. So as quick as I gave you the opportunity, I'll take it back. Like, bro, you're a bitch. You ain't want to fight the nigga in the first place. You got a little rowdy on the internet. He said something back to you, and you use that as an escape route to not fight the nigga no more. Oh, he want to be disrespectful. He not gonna eat, not with me. No, nigga, you just don't want to fight. He was complimenting Roach. I seen the nigga say he a dweeb. That ain't no fucking compliment to me. You know what I'm saying? Now I see this nigga Hitchins deleting tweets too. Like these niggas be so weird, bro. I don't understand these boxing niggas, bro. And then y'all niggas sit here and be like, "Oh, fighters not scared of anybody." They're fighters. They're not scared. Nigga, bullshit, nigga. That shit. This whole situation right here disprove all of that. That's one of the biggest lies that's ever told in the sport of boxing. One of the biggest lies is when fighters said, "This is the best camp I ever had." That's a big lie. I made the weight easy. That's another lie. And one of the other ones is fighters aren't scared of anybody. They fighters. They'll fight anybody. Who told you that? These niggas be scared for their life. These niggas be scared to roll that dice. This nigga Turkey brought money into the building because everybody thought, oh, it's because of money. Oh, these niggas ain't paying enough. Oh, it's not, there's no reward. Then this nigga Turkey threw a fucking bag on the table, completely eliminated that fucking excuse. That nigga's still not fighting. Yeah, Jake Paul took the payday from him. Yeah. Yeah, they thought they was gonna sell all these tickets. This shit was gonna be a huge sellout. Then when motherfuckers wasn't buying the tickets and Tank got in trouble, MVP and Jake Paul, they used that as a way to cancel that fight. The numbers wasn't looking right. He was having trouble with women. They're like, oh, let's act like we're against domestic violence, so we won't have to fight this guy and possibly take take a L numbers wise. Let's use this as a reason to not fight Tank so we won't lose money. That's exactly what they did, and they fought AJ instead. I remember Bozy saying no fighter is scared of another. I'm starting to think it's not the case, bro. Listen, and I disagree with Bozy. I think that's a lot of, and I know for a fact Bozy knows that niggas be scared. Niggas be scared. Like, so you telling me that no fighter is scared of another fighter? So you telling me Michael Spinks wasn't terrified of Mike Tyson? So that just wasn't a thing. That didn't happen. So y'all niggas act like these niggas is human. Like y'all act like fighters not humans. Fear is a feeling that everybody feels at some point in time in their life. I felt it. You felt it. There's no such thing as a nigga unless they a fucking sociopath. Fear has never registered in their mind. Whether it's a moment where you may possibly get into an altercation with somebody, you know what I'm saying? You're walking down the street and a car almost hits you. So you telling me you didn't feel fear in that moment when you felt like you were about to get hit by that car? So you telling me that fear just doesn't register with fighters because they fighters? The fuck out of here! Fuck out of here! Fear is fear is a thing with fighters. Don't let them tell you any different. They humans just like us. I'm sure y'all can recall times where y'all were fearful of something. Fuck out of here. My boy Josh in the building said, I know for a fact niggas was scared of Mike Tyson. Nigga, everybody was scared of Mike Tyson. That's why he had the reputation he had. But you can't, like Michael Spinks, that nigga was frozen. Oscar De La Hoya said that he would, like, before a lot of his fights, he would have trouble getting off of like the sofa before he made the ring walk because he was absolutely terrified. He said that, not me. And you're telling me that fighters don't fear doesn't register in fighters' minds? Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. That nigga Regis Prograis said he was terrified in the Conor Benn fight. He said he didn't want to fight. There's plenty of examples of that. There's plenty of examples of that, man. It's the fucking lie. My boy is sing with the $5 super chat. Salute, brother. He said, Mark, didn't Xander look hella drained? Might be an early night. I spoke about it on the beginning of the live, man. And look, he's definitely gonna have to make some sacrifices to make the weight. He's a big kid. You feel what I'm saying? That's something that we knew from the very beginning. Xander knows it. Boots knows it. You know what I mean? And Boots is making some sacrifices too. But, I knew off of the rip that Xander was drained just based on, is dehydrating himself. You know what I'm saying? Because I was listening to his interview with Ariel Helwani, and I saw I could hear as he's talking, he has like this saliva build up in his throat. Like you can hear it in his vocal cords as he's talking. For anybody who's been severely dehydrated or did like an intense workout where they lost a lot of water from their system and shit like that, you ever try to talk, that voice sounds a little bit raspy or like gravelly or whatever the case is, you could hear that when he's talking. The water supply in his throat. I'm trying not to make it sound like a pause moment, but fuck it. I don't think we could. I think that's inevitable. I think it's going to sound crazy regardless. But that thick, like saliva in the back of his throat, like that mucus build up back there, you could tell that he's already taking water out of his system. Then on top of that, I challenge any of y'all to find during the interview where the nigga's drinking water. Who doesn't bring water to an interview? You know what I'm saying? Like in between questions, you get a sip of water because it is very strenuous on the vocal cords to talk so long throughout, an interview. You feel what I'm saying? That's why, I just finished this, but you know what I'm saying? You definitely got to stay hydrated as you're talking. What? Bonnie Blue don't. This nigga talking crazy. Stay focused, brother. Stay focused. But anybody that ever had to do like a weight cut voluntarily, involuntarily, you know that hawk spit, you know what I'm saying? That's in your throat when you're dehydrated. You can hear that. You can hear that with Xander while he's talking. That also while he's doing the interview, he when he's doing the interview, like there's certain points during the interview where his voice is cracking. Those are things that I'm paying attention to. Like his voice is going out in the middle of talking. That's dehydrated vocal cords. That's just shit that I noticed because I've been there before. So if you listen to the first couple questions that Ariel asked him, just listen to Xander's first couple answers. You can hear that saliva in his throat while he's talking. You feel what I'm saying? I actually got the interview right here. Let's see.
And it's amazing to
you can hear it.
Spend time with my people.
Oh my gosh, yes. By the way, who are you rooting for in the final? Venezuela or America?
I was rooting for Venezuela. I have a lot of Venezuelan friends.
Okay.
And good relationships. I was rooting for Venezuela.
Yeah, what a win for them. What an opportunity this is for you. I was just saying
his voice actually went out while he was talking.
I was rooting for Venezuela. I have a lot of Venezuelan friends.
Okay.
And good relationships.
Anybody that ever did weight cuts before, you know what I'm saying? Anybody who ever had that feeling, you know what it is. You know what it is. That's when real experience kick in. You can pick up on little things like that. But are we surprised? No. You know what I'm saying? It's all gonna come down to how the way he rehydrates. If he rehydrates well, then it won't be a problem. But if he's already sounding like that and it's Monday, you gotta take into consideration, y'all. He has to do the same thing Tuesday. He got to do the same thing Wednesday. He got to do the same thing Thursday. And he has to do it for an amount of time on Friday. We Monday and he already sounding like that. And I told y'all from the very beginning, that this was going to be a tough weight cut for Xander Zayas. I told y'all, go look at my shorts. Go look at the shorts that I posted, when the fight first got announced, where I got the picture of Xander Zayas right by my face while I'm talking and shit like that. Like it's apparent. It's apparent. And when I'm showing y'all pictures of the man and he completely ripped up, no fat, no water, not that much water in his system, got a whole lot of muscle, like, yo. And then he had concerns in the past about making weight, especially in his first world title fight with Jorge Garcia. You know what I'm saying? Like, he spoke on it. Like, these are things that I noticed. Is it too late to cut weight? I mean, no, it's not. I feel like Xander is gonna make weight. I think he's enough of a professional to make weight. You feel what I'm saying? But I think it's gonna be tough. I think it's gonna be challenging. But I hope it's not to the point where it takes away from his abilities the night of the fight. Oh no, this nigga, we ain't doing that. Who the fuck is that? Nope. Nope. We had a stranger in the chat, y'all. I've never seen him before. You saying, will it hurt him? I mean, we won't know. We won't know, Bray, until we fight. You know what I'm saying? We won't know until we see his performance. Maybe it will. You know what I'm saying? Because he stood at the weight too long. Maybe it won't because he's still youthful and he still got, you know what I mean? He could get away with it. Trick said, did you hear Tiger Johnson's take on the fight with Xander and Boots on Sean Satel's channel? No, I did not. I seen the video, but I wasn't able to get around to it. I was pretty busy throughout the day, so I wasn't able to watch it. You can sum it up for me if you like, though. I think I saw the caption where he said something like he had to be on his A game when he was sparring Xander. You feel what I'm saying? Which I understand. I mean, like, you're not going to bullshit with Xander and think you're going to do your thing. You feel what I'm saying? Like, Xander, too, he worked too hard. He way too disciplined for that. Oh, shit. That's Eric Dallas. Oh, shit, brother. My fault, man. My fault, man. I just be a little skeptical about people that never been on the live before. You feel what I'm saying? Because it'd be weird. People doing some weird stuff on here. That's how they got Greg Channel taken down and all that. So I'm real careful with who I bring on the channel. Ain't nothing personal, brother. Ghost said the fact that Xander knew the weight cut was going to be hard and still went 50-50 on the money and makes no excuses about weight to move up Chenault. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He put these niggas to shame. Niggas who claim they the face of boxing and like he make y'all niggas look really bad. Yo.
Yeah, it's me.
What's going on, brother? How you feeling?
I'm good, man. I just wanted to tap in with you. You ain't vetted me through Jamil yet, because he the one told me about your channel.
What you mean vetted? What that mean?
When I say vetted, I just mean check, you know what I mean? Because I be saying his name all the time. You know what I'm saying? So I figure you probably be like, yo, who's so-and-so? You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I haven't really been speaking to Jamil all like that. I haven't spoke to him.
Oh, okay. No, I just asked that too, because I know what you did, because I know what happened with G on his channel. So I get where you coming from. Like, I know why you did that.
No, we
for
straight.
Sure.
Up. How you feeling? What's on your mind?
I'm good, man. I just wanted to tap in with you, man. I'm on my way to Chicago now, because I'm catching a train to New York. I ain't want to fly.
Oh, okay. So you going to the fight?
Hell yeah. Yeah, man. Hell yeah. I don't be playing about boots, man. I don't be playing about boots, bro. That bro, we got a phenom in the city. Ain't no way I ain't gonna support him, man.
That's
ain't
beautiful.
No way, bro.
Where
you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm from South Philly. I live in Dallas now, though.
Oh, that's Eric Dallas. All right.
Yeah. Exactly.
I remember you telling me that in the chat. Yeah.
I did. Yeah. I did. Yeah. When I first tapped in with you, I let you know, you know what I mean, like who I was and you know what I'm saying, who referred me and all that. You know what I mean?
So let me get this straight. You driving from Dallas to Chicago?
No, I'm driving from Dallas to Chicago to catch the Amtrak. I just didn't want to fly, man. I don't know why I'm feeling so funny about getting on planes with all the shit that's going on in the world. You know what I mean? I just felt I was like, man, I'm catching a train out there, man. I ain't getting on no plane, man. I just wasn't feeling it, man.
Yeah, that's
I actually could have, when I thought about it after I did it, I actually could have just drove out there. You know what I mean? I could have just got an SUV and just, you know what I mean? But
damn, bro,
I'm just going to jump on the train, man.
That's a hell of a drive.
I drive trucks for a living, though. So this ain't nothing. This ain't nothing, man. You know what I mean? Like, I do this all, you know what I mean? Being in the car is more comfortable. You can stop, get your little stretching and all that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, this ain't nothing. Plus, hey, man, I'm hyped, bro. I'm hyped, man. Boo's about to be in the Barclays. Bro, I'm hyped, bro. I'm hyped, man. For real.
So it's gonna be lit, man. It's gonna be a good time.
Oh, you gonna be there? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
It's gonna be a lot of people, so you know what I mean. If you see me, say what's up.
Man, I hope we can connect or something, man. I mean, sit down, break bread or something, man. You know?
Yeah, there ain't nothing. What you think about the fight, though?
I mean, man, to be honest with you, man, like, man, I don't want to play Xander down, bro, but Boots is just, bro, Boots is different, man. Boots is different, bro. Like, I ain't never trained. I ain't never boxed, nothing like that, bro. But I've been watching boxing for a long time. Bro, Bruce is different, man. You know what I'm saying? And like, when I watch Xander, like, Xander is a very good fundamental fighter. And I think you said it on the live, you know what I mean, a couple nights ago. Because of that, he's not going to be hard for Boots to figure out. You know what I'm saying? The way he throw his punches, the way he step, the way he move is very basic, very methodical. That shit look nice to them guys he been fighting. But bro, when you talking about Boots, like this, the school that he come out of, bro, that shit is gonna be easy for him. You know what, and I think too, cause I have been watching fights, but then day before last, I was watching a Boss Barral fight for about the third time, and for some reason it jumped in my mind, and I have been thinking about the stuff that Xander been saying. He's gonna use that weight to try to wrap Boots up. He ain't gonna use that weight to try to bully Boots. I'm telling you, he gonna hold, bro. I think he gonna try to move around as much as he can, shoot the jab out, try to stay tight with his defense, and when Boots get close again, and he gonna try to wrap him up. That's what I think the game plan is. Because what else is he gonna do?
See, the difficult thing though, when you watch Xander's he's volume based. He likes to let his hands go, right? So it seems like that's, you know, when he's more volume based, that's when he's most effective. I don't think he can afford to be that volume based with Boots as sharp of a counterpuncher as Boots is. You feel what I'm saying? So it could be a situation where Xander gonna have a tough time getting off those 4 or 5 punch combinations because Boots gonna be shooting right in between them Jones, and he might hit you with some hot shit and throw your whole shit off. So Xander is fundamentally sound. But he's basic at the same time. You know what I mean? Like, he got some movement, he got some athleticism, but it ain't anything that jump off the page. He's trying to reassure himself, saying that, you know, he's an athlete just like Boots, bro. They two different athletes, bro. You know what I mean, they bring totally different qualities to the table. You feel what I'm saying? And him being conventional, him being basic is the reason why Boots is gonna have a relatively easy time in figuring him out. Not saying that it's gonna be an easy fight, but Boots is gonna see the openings. He is gonna see his tendencies. He's gonna see what Xander's gonna gravitate towards offensively, and he's gonna pick them Jones apart. You know what I'm saying? So I really see I could see a situation where, you know, Xander tries to open up on Boots, and Boots runs him into some hot shit and hurts him pretty bad. When the fight first got announced, I was saying like, yo, like Xander probably gonna get pecked in the ninth. But the more I think about it, this shit might only be like a 5-round bout. You feel what I'm saying? So that's
Yeah, no, I'm saying this. I'm saying the exact thing. I'm saying the exact same thing you saying. As far as, you know, Xander's skill set is so basic, it's going to be easy for Boots to figure out, because I've been battling with whether I think it's going to be under 6 or whether it's going to be like the 8th and 9th round. The only reason why I think it will go longer, like I said, is I think Xander may try to use his size to wrap Boots up. I don't think he's gonna try to mix with Boots, and that's why every time I'm listening to Mr. Bosey and people be asking him about game plans and all that kind of stuff, Mr. Bosey be like, "We train for everything," because the way a guy fought another guy don't mean he gonna fight you like that. And I think Xander and his team know better than to try to get in there and think you're gonna do some fly shit with Boots. Plus, he's slow. I be looking at him compared to Boots. I'm like, what, bro? I don't know, bro. I actually think it's gonna be a relatively easy fight. I do. I think it's gonna be easy, man. The only way that I think he got a chance to drag it out is if he try to keep wrapping Boots up. And I actually think his corner is gonna stop it, because I just feel like, just from watching boxing, they got too much invested in him, and they can't let him get beat up too bad. You know what I mean? Because he probably gonna move up to 60 after this, so the corner probably stop it.
You know what's so crazy? I was going back and forth with my homie this morning. I was on my way to work. I had just dropped my son off. It was like closer around 8:30 in the morning. I was like, bro, for real? I said I won't be shocked if they stop that shit in Xander's corner, because his team is already gonna have the thought like, yo, like before we let this motherfucker take extra damage and throw his whole career off, he's 23 years old, he's young, you feel what I'm saying? And he has all the time in the world to bounce back from this shit. We're not going to let him take additional damage and then fuck up the rest of his career because he could go out like a Romain Villa, where Boots damaged him from round one all the way into the late rounds, and then when Romain Villa came back, he couldn't take that punishment no more because his body was already spent from the previous fight. So it's crazy that you say that.
Agree.
It's crazy that you say that because I was thinking that shit. I'm like, bro, they not gonna let Xander take like crazy damage, like they not. And plus, him and his trainer like this, like they like family. You feel what I'm saying? So it's a different type of attachment that they got. So I could see like Xander getting beat up or shit not going his way, and they like, you know what, bro, we're gonna put a plug on this one, Xander. You got so much more to give to the sport. You know what I mean? Let's just go up to 160 and start a whole new chapter. You gave us what you could give us, bro. We trade hard, but we a little bit out of our league with this one. Let's go ahead and get this shit over with.
And you know, when I've been listening to Xander, right, for the past couple of months, this is what Xander reminds me of. You know how, like, you ever been around a homie or just been around a cat where he might know a little something about something, but he be doing a whole lot of extra talking and trying to use like fancy scenarios and big words to make it sound like, you know, he's more intelligent than he really is about a particular subject.
Yeah.
That's how Xander be sounding. Like, I feel like he be trying to sound like he's so boxing intelligent and he's so deep. He be saying some of those. That should be so abstract. I'm like, what is he talking about? Like, it don't be like when I listen to you, you know what I'm saying? When I listen to like Haggett, when I listen to Robert Garcia, when I listen to Breadman, like when I listen to people that's in boxing, it's just certain ways that you talk where you could be like, okay, yeah, this dude, you know, he be around the gyms, he know boxing. It's like the way he talk, it's like he's not even a boxer. I'm like, where's he getting these scenarios and where's he getting these, you know, metaphors and shit that he's using? Like that shit just, I said, I really feel like he trying to psych himself up. That's how I feel, man. Like, and I'm not saying that he's scared or anything, but I think he really feels the need, like he gotta psych himself up, bro. It's almost like somebody got a earpiece in his ear and they telling him what to say and he just repeating it. Cause I'm like, bro, all the stuff that you saying it just don't make no sense, man. Like when they was at the press conference, he was like, I'm gonna rip his heart out. And Boots was like, you gonna rip my heart out? Like, what do that even mean? Like, it's just, I don't know, man. I don't know. I just want my young boy to go get them 2 belts, man, and we get on to the next one, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just glad he got the fight. You know what I'm saying? I was able to make it. You know what I mean? I'm just hyped for the fight, man. You know what I mean? I'm hyped for the fight. This what I wanted to ask you though. What do you think about the matchup between him and Fundora, if it happened? If we get lucky enough to get there, how you see that going as far as the fight playing out?
You talking about Gerard Ennis and Sebastian Fundora?
Yeah.
I think it's a great fight, man. I think that Fundora, he's starting to figure out exactly how to fight at long range and shit like that. You know, he's starting to use his jab more. But with Boots, it's going to be a different type of scenario because this isn't going to be a 5'7" Keith Thurman who has, you know, a short reach. You know, Gerard Ennis has a long reach in his own right. Yeah, I mean, he got a different type of speed. He's elusive as well. Sebastian Fundora is significantly slower than Boots. I can see Boots running, you know, Fundora into some nasty counters. You know what I mean? And I could see him dogging him. I could just see Boots being more active, being faster, being more precise with his punches. And one thing about Fundora is he break up very easy too. So, you know, if Boots got to be a little careful with Fundora because he got some little respectable pop. He got some little sneaky counters as well. But I think Boots is just too fast. I think he's too sharp for him. And I think that with Fundora having such slow hands, in my opinion, I think Boots is going to see a lot of those shots and make him pay, you know, having slow shots. You know what I mean? Having slow counters. Whatever the case is, I can see just Boots is the better athlete. He has very sharp reflexes, and I think he's very precise. I think that'd be an ass whooping. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like a lot of people gassing up Sebastian Fundora right now because you know what I'm saying, he beat up on an old Keith Thurman, and just the way he beat up Keith was crazy. But you know what I mean? Boots is a different type of fighter. He's younger, he's bigger, he's stronger. You know what I mean? I think he's an overall better fighter than Keith Thurman, to be honest with you. And he has more tools to fall back on if shit, if he has to adapt. So I think Boots will dominate Fundora. I think he'll beat him up. The thing is, I don't really see that fight happening. Like they're super cautious with Sebastian Fundora for some reason. They gave up a title not to fight Sebastian Fundora. I mean, not to fight Xander Zayas. They try to give Xander Zayas a hydration clause. So, like, these are the things that Sebastian Fundora and his team do to let you know that they're not as confident as they're making it seem.
You know what? You said the same thing Jamil said, because Jamil he be on me about that, because I be saying that Fundora is a harder fight than Josh Kelly. And he was like, nah, man. He said Josh Kelly, he's like, nah, he's a better boxer than Fundora. He said the same shit you said. He was just like, man, he too slow for Boots. Like, Boots gonna crack him with shit. He talking about Boots will probably pack Fundora up in 4 rounds. I'm like, what? I don't know, man. I do want to see it, though.
Fundora go out, though. We seen Fundora go out bad before, so it's not like it ain't like a impossible scenario. You feel what I'm saying? But Josh Kelly, I can see why Jamil's saying it, because Josh Kelly like to move a little bit more. But one thing about Josh Kelly that's going to get him fucked over with Boots is he's very irresponsible with his defense. He likes to rely on his athleticism, and if they're going toe to toe with athleticism, Boots gonna blow him out the water. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
right.
If it's a reflex thing where they going in there and one's trying to prove that they're more rhythmic than the other, or they got better timing, or they're faster or they're more elusive, Boots is gonna pull that shit off in dominant fashion. To me.
Yeah, I actually got him stopping Josh in like 4 or 5 rounds. You know what I'm saying? The Fundora shit, I don't know, man. I don't know why I be looking at Fundora, man. I don't know, man. He look like a hard motherfucker to deal with, man, just because of that height and shit. That height and that length, bro. And I know, like you said, I seen him go out, but I mean, when a motherfucker catch you with a clean shot, like, it can happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to just say he ain't shit because he got caught with a clean shot. I done seen fighters that I love get caught with clean shots, man, and it just, it can happen, man. But I don't know, man. But like you said, I don't think we're going to get it either, just because of the politics in boxing, because he with PBC and they move a certain way. And then it's like you got everybody on the zone now except PBC. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I know that probably ain't going to happen, man. That's the one thing I hate about this whole boxing shit, man. Like, you can't get a lot of these fights, man, so guys can just get these belts, man. It ain't got to be a whole lot of politics with getting unified and coming undisputed, man. Shit.
Yeah, man. Politics is a motherfucker, bro. But I think Samson Lukowitz is the one who's making it difficult for real, because he's the one that's saying, "Oh, as long as they come to PBC, we can make a fight happen." And it's like, bro, like, everybody that ever tries to come over to PBC to get a fight going, y'all motherfuckers ain't never got a budget. Y'all ain't never got no money. Like, motherfuckers gotta solely rely on doing numbers in order to get paid. Like, that's why the Devin Haney and Rolly shit fell through, from what I understand. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, and then it's like Sebastian Fundora, he's refusing to, deal with certain sanctioning bodies because they said they don't work with him. Which, to this day, I don't know what the fuck that means. But that's what he says. He was like, oh, you know what I mean? Like, I deal with the WBO, whatever belt he got. No, it's the WBC. Like, I rock with the WBC because, they work with me. These other belts, they don't work with me, so I don't really care to have any of those other belts. So he's letting you know that he's not for unification. Then if you want to fight Sebastian Fundora, you have to come over to their platform. There's too many stipulations and too many conditions that just make shit difficult overall. And I think that's the reason why it's going to be very difficult for Jaron Ennis or anybody at 154 to become undisputed because, you know, Fundora is making it difficult to do.
Hey, what you think about the boy Ben Whitaker? You like Ben Whitaker?
I mean, he's going to be fighting on that night. I think that Ben Whitaker has some. He got some good qualities, man. I think he's marketable. You know, he's a showman, obviously. Man, he's sharp. You know what I mean? He got some good reflexes. He got some decent power. But now I'm starting to see a little bit of maturity in Ben Whitaker. I'm seeing him actually putting the showman shit aside, and you know, he's getting these knockouts. He's winning in impressive fashion. Like he's in this mind frame where he feels like if motherfuckers don't belong in there with him, then you know what I mean, he get him up out of there. And you can appreciate that as a boxer fan. They're not on your level, they shouldn't be in there with you. They should, you know what I mean? If they shouldn't be in there with you, get them the fuck out. So I can appreciate that that approach from Ben Whitaker. But you know what I mean, this is gonna be his US debut. It's gonna be a little bit of pressure. You know, Eddie Hearn's trying to build him to be like this next star coming up at light heavyweight. This is a good little stepping stone for Ben Whitaker. We're gonna see exactly what he brings to the table, and I like him. I think he got a little bit more work to do, but he seems like he has potential for sure.
Yeah, I'm rooting on him. What do you know about this guy, Popeye? Because he's from like Connecticut. You know anything about him?
The only thing that I know about him is that he had like a highly controversial fight with Badu Jack, and a lot of people felt like he beat Badu. Besides that, don't really know too much about him. I haven't gotten around to watching film, so I think I'm just gonna sit back and watch the fight, and then I'll be able to see what they bring to the table then and there. But from what I heard, they said he could fight a little bit. They said that he all right. He's just not the biggest name, so people aren't really too. And Ben Whitaker's name is hot right now, so you know what I mean. They're not really too pleased with the matchmaking, but you know that might make for an exciting fight. The fight that's really going to be exciting, that I think that might steal the show, is Yuri Cedeno and Jahi Tucker.
Tucker, yeah.
Ooh, that's going to be a battle. That's going to be a.
Let me ask you this, dude, because this was Jahi reminds me of. Jahi reminds me of a 160 black Emmanuel Navarrete.
Damn. Jahi, I haven't really seen him fight in a little while, but when he was coming up on Top Rank, there was, you know, I was a little critical of him because he would go against his corner's instructions. You know what I'm saying? There was moments where he, you know, he could have boxed, but instead he wanted to make it a fight. You know, just real undisciplined approach. But I actually seen him box real well against a truck, Lorenzo Simpson, and
yeah.
That right there is more of what that's what I like to see out of Jahi Tucker. Now, if he's able to bring that approach over to Yuri Cedeno, who's a come forward pressure fighter who lets their hands go and got good power and good finishing ability, if he's able to bring that outboxing approach, actually outbox Yuri Cedeno, now Jahi Tucker is creeping into, you know, title contention at 160 because Yuri Cedeno is very promising. I heard a lot of fucking sparring rumors about dude. Apparently he be terrorizing his sparring partners too. So I'm looking forward, him and his brother. So I'm looking forward to seeing that style matchup because I think that both of these guys are just gonna say fuck it. I think they're gonna rumble. I think Jahi's gonna start off boxing, but once he feel that heat in that motherfucking kitchen, he gonna respond, and I think it's gonna turn into a firefight for sure. That's what I think.
Yeah, I'm excited for that fight too.
Man, they saying Giannis got traded to the Heat for real. Dang. Giannis Antetokounmpo just got traded to the Heat. That's crazy. I ain't gonna lie. Sean Terrence says Cedeno is Spence with more power, basically. He definitely put that type of pressure on you. He break you down. He beat you up. You ain't ready for that type rumbles, he gonna break you. So I'm sure Jahi know what he got in front of him. You know what I'm saying? So he be all right. I think it's gonna be a great fight. I think I think it's going to be the most competitive fight on the card. It's probably going to be one of the most talked about fights at the end of the night, besides the main event, of course. What about Vargas versus Mills? Like Emiliano Vargas, he's doing his thing. I hope I could meet Fernando Vargas. That'd be dope. I always wanted to meet Fernando Vargas, the father. But he's like I said, another notable name in Emiliano Vargas. A lot of heat around his name, a lot of momentum. He's talked about a lot. He seems to be very promising, but he's going up against somebody that people aren't really too familiar with. To me, it looks like both Ben Whitaker and Emiliano Vargas are in like fights that are supposed to be developmental for them. That's what it sounded like to me. And there's nothing wrong with that. Because the last time I went to the Barclays, it was Adrian Broner versus Jesse Vargas, which was the main event. Then you had Gervonta Davis fighting Jesus Cuellar, which was like, a fight to really help develop Gervonta Davis. And then you had Jamal Charlo versus Hugo Centeno. And, that wasn't the biggest fight for Jamal, obviously. But, it was a solid guy to just keep him busy. And this reminds me of, this card right here kind of reminds me of that because you got a good main event. And then you got, some notable names on the undercard, but they're facing guys that aren't as known, but are going to help them hopefully get to the next level. That's how I see it.
I asked what I asked about Popeye because when I looked at his record, that dude got 27 fights, 20 knockouts, and 2 defeats, and he wasn't knocked out in any of his defeats. You know what I'm saying? And then you telling me, and I did hear that he lost to Badu Jack. Now I know Badu Jack is a little older, you know what I'm saying, but Badu Jack has a good skill set. You know what I mean? I haven't seen him fight recently. You know what I mean? So for him to be in a competitive fight with Badu Jack, you know what I'm saying, just makes me think. Because I'm thinking with Eddie is just that. He would be looking for a showcase fight. You know what I'm saying? For Ben, first time in America. He already had that slip up with AJ, you know what I'm saying, when he ran into Andy Ruiz. You know what I mean? They wasn't even expecting that, So when I looked at dude's record, I'm like, damn, Eddie picked this dude?
It goes to show that he believes in his product. You know what I mean? I think Eddie's the type dude that he want to know whether you real or not. I think that Eddie's in a real powerful position right now, and he's not really in this position to be wasting his time. So I think Eddie's like, bro, you either gonna swing or you gonna swim out this motherfucker. I need to know if you the real deal. Before I put my money behind you, I need to know that you're the real deal. So we're gonna give you these fights, you know what I mean? They're not gonna be the hardest fights, but it's gonna be hard enough where we get an understanding of who you are and what you got to bring to the sport. I think that's what he did with Jalil Hackett early on in his career, matching him up pretty tough. That's what I think he did with the fuck is that one dude's name? Was it Mark Castro? It was a few different guys that like he matched up just to see like what they were made of, you know what I mean, what they bring to the table. And because they was underperforming, you know what I mean? He either cut them off or I think he did the same shit with Khalil Cole. And
I was getting ready to ask you that. Yeah.
You see that if he see motherfuckers underperforming and not taking advantage of the opportunity, he either sit them the fuck down or he let them go. You feel what I'm saying? So this is him trying to see exactly. He's trying to get a feel. He's trying to get a gauge for how good Ben Whitaker really is. Is he really who he says he is? Does he need more work? Is he ready for a shot now? I think that's a measuring. I think Popeye is a measuring stick for Ben Whitaker right now.
Okay. I'm excited. I'm excited for, of course, the main event and Jahi Ben Whitaker. I'm definitely excited for it, bro. I'm gonna be in there when they open up the doors though, because I want to see preliminaries and all that. I'm gonna be there when they crack the doors open, Jack. I'm excited about it. Man, some great fights they done had in the Barclays. I never made it to none of them.
Damn. Well, you gonna be there now, so that's what's up.
Yeah.
Baby. You got any last words?
Yeah.
before we get up out of here?
Man, hit that like button, man, and I appreciate you letting me on, man. I love to talk about this boxing, man. You know what I mean? Love to talk about it, love to learn, you know what I mean? Especially with brothers like yourself that got experience being in the gyms, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, I appreciate it, man. Just everybody tune in, man. You know what I mean? We got great fights this Saturday, man. We got a coming out of Philadelphia, man. He's our next big world star, man. For sure, man.
Yes, sir, man. Thank you for
So everybody tune in, man.
Appreciate you,
man.
brother.
Thank you, man. Be cool.
Absolutely.
Appreciate you. Later.
Yes, sir. Let's see. Okay. Trick said, Mazuma, does Xander and Boots card remind you of HBO boxing after dark? Bro, I'm gonna keep it real, bro. Like when HBO was out, I was real young, and so much shit done happened since HBO closed them doors. Like HBO boxing after dark. Like what cards was those, bro? Was it just like the regular HBO fights? I don't know. I don't know. Like when I think of like HBO was just in a war, like in a league of its own, man. Like to this day, I've never seen anybody be able to replicate what HBO, the energy that HBO brought. I ain't see Showtime. You know, Showtime had his own little vibe. You feel what I'm saying? But I've never ever seen anybody replicate or put boxing in the same light that HBO did. Like when I watch old HBO fights, man, it's a certain nostalgia that it brings me, that it gives me. Bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro, that shit damn near irreplaceable, bro. Like I love, and what triggers my nostalgia more than anything is those 24/7 series, bro. I used to love watching them 24/7s, bro. Even if it didn't have Floyd. Floyd was definitely the best part of it. But I used to love seeing how the way they train, the way that their mentalities, the little funny moments. Like it was just so dope to see. I ain't gonna lie, man. Their presentation was unique, Junior, absolutely. And I don't think it'll ever be replicated. I don't think HBO will ever be replicated. I would love to see HBO try to make a comeback, though. I would love to see that. Hopefully, there's some executive over at HBO that's a boxing fan that wants to bring this shit back around. But even then, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of the commentary is gone now. Like George Foreman is no longer here with us, unfortunately. Larry Merchant's on his way out, unfortunately. If he hasn't already passed away, no disrespect. Is Larry Merchant still alive? Yeah, he's still alive. 95 years old. That's insane. Absolutely insane. Salute to Larry Merchant, man. But you know what I mean? Like those classic voices that we used to hear on HBO, a lot of them ain't really gonna be with us no more. You feel what I'm saying? But it is what it is. That's life. Life goes on, right? Commentators wearing tuxedos every fight. Yeah. That was dope. That was dope. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. I used to love hearing Emmanuel Stewart commentate, Roy Jones, Max Kellerman. I even enjoyed Jim Lampley. I ain't gonna lie. Like Jim Lampley used to be tripping sometimes. The only one I ain't really liked too much was Larry Merchant, but you know what I'm saying? I guess he, that little spice that he brought to the commentary, used to be entertaining. You feel what I'm saying? And one thing about Larry, even if he was dead wrong, he had no problem pressing any fighter. And he stood on everything he said. So even if he did wrong, you got to respect that shit, because a lot of the niggas in media today is pussy, and they hide what they really feel like about fighters just so they could keep them around and continue getting interviews off of them. Not Larry. Larry ain't give a fuck. Larry will start off an interview and say some shit like this. I got one of his sound bites right here.
Aren't you embarrassed by this? Aren't you embarrassed by this?
Larry Merchant gave no fucks. Aren't you embarrassed by this? He told Bernard Hopkins that shit after a fight. Bernard Hopkins schooled some dude, and I think went to the scorecards. And it was a fight that HBO wasn't really too pleased with. So Larry Merchant hopped in that motherfucking ring and looked B-Hop dead in his eyes. It was like, aren't you embarrassed by this? Ooh. Motherfuckers ain't cut like him no more. Larry ain't give a fuck. He pressed Floyd every chance he get. He couldn't stand Floyd. Now, Floyd snapped that one time. You know what I'm saying? And it was over for HBO from there. Floyd went ahead and went over to Showtime. Now we have clowns like Mike Coppinger. Yeah, I just feel like a lot of the dudes that's like in powerful positions right now are they just ain't got it, bro. I'm gonna keep it real. Like these dudes is corny. Max Kellerman sold his soul, motherfucker reading off a script they picked for him and shit like that. You know, just taking that money. Because you know he got fired off ESPN and he was gone for some years. You know what I mean? So that shit probably fucked with his paper. So he was like, you know what? Next time I get the opportunity, I'm gonna read whatever script they give me, and I'm gonna be the biggest yes man ever to stay on that motherfucking payroll. You feel what I'm saying? So that's probably what Max on. I mean, listen, if you want to throw away your integrity for a couple dollars, you know what I mean, that's on you. You can't get upset when niggas call you a sellout. That's all. He said, Mazuma, what do you think Boots' window of fights are at 154? Since you said Boots will be sacrificing in this fight. Now, I think it's a sacrifice regardless. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if let's say Boots is comfortable at 154, you know what I mean? You got to make sacrifices in order to make the weight. So let's say you fight at 154 and then you walk around at 168. That's not that crazy of a cut. It's only 14 pounds, but you still have to make sacrifices in order to make the weight class to still get them 14 pounds off. So I don't want you to misconstrue me saying misconstruing like sacrifices with somebody struggling. That's not always the case. I don't think Boots is struggling at this point in time at 154. But how many fights he has in the weight division, I don't know. Maybe 2 to 3 years, maybe. Depending on how the way shit goes at 154, if he's able to unify the division, maybe he'll move up quicker. I'm not too sure, but one thing I do know is at this point in time, since 154 is still relatively new to Boots, he's having a phenomenal time making. He's having an easy time making the weight, and he's been saying how comfortable he's been feeling, and you can see it in his energy. You can see it in how the way he's moving. You know, he seems to be more energetic now, and you know, speaking a little bit more. So, you know, Boots may be sacrificing, but I think Xander's struggling. I think there's a difference between the two. But that's how we're going to wrap up the live, man. I appreciate everybody that came through and show love as always. If y'all can go ahead and hit the like button on the way in, that'd be very much appreciated. We on the road to 4K. We well into the 3,500 mark, looking to crack that 3,600 mark in due time. Shout out to the nation and the mile for making this possible. My boy Trix follows through with the final question of the day. He said, do you think Boots is big enough for 175? No, I don't. Boots, I think his max weight will be 168, and I think even at 168, he'll be undersized. Maybe that'll be on the later half of his career. He'll be at that weight class. He'll probably be a little bit bigger and more mature body-wise. But I think that Boots' best years will be at either 154 or 160. That's what I think. But is he big enough for 175? No. And I never heard Boots mention 175, so that may answer your question in itself. But that's the live for today, y'all. I'll be back at y'all with another live tomorrow, 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, to continue cooking up on what's going on in the boxing world. Hope you guys have a blessed, beautiful one. I'm up out of here, man. Peace.